with it.
Welcome, everybody, to our first movie review. We are your hosts for the evening. I am Butch, and with me, I have Bryan. Tonight, we are going to be in the theme of the 80s, and we're going to be looking at the movie Teen Wolf.
Ooh.
So, put down your Vanilla Ice cassettes, wash the hairspray out of your hair, and let's review the shit out of this.
Let's see here. Teen Wolf, starring Michael J. Fox, directed by Rod Daniels. The movie was released August 23rd of 1985. It had a whopping budget of $1.4 million and grossed globally $80 million. Teen Wolf debuted second in its opening weekend behind such wonderful films as Back to the Future, also starring Michael J. Fox.
Weird. So, Bryan, where do we begin?
Why don't we start with a full moon?
Do we really have to be that cliche?
Okay. How about we just start a werewolf movie in a basketball court with Michael J. Fox looking over a camera, huffing and puffing and sweating.
You know, I haven't seen Michael J. Fox sweat that much since he woke up in his mom's bed. But is it too soon for a Back to the Future joke?
Alright, the life of a teenager can be overwhelming at times. You've got puberty, school life, and riding a short bus. You know, what happens when you start noticing changes? You know, strange mood swings, hair all over your body. You know, the average teenager matures into a young adult and then graduates. No, not Scotty. Oh, no. He turns into a werewolf.
Right? Let's talk about this. Scotty's an outcast playing on the high school basketball team, the Beavers, and he wants to be in the limelight, and eventually he gets it when he turns into a werewolf in the middle of the court.
Yeah, it's weird. He is accepted and praised. It took everybody in the entire place less than 3 minutes to accept this. Like, what happened to the days of pitchforks and torches?
Right? A werewolf in high school? Where's Sam and Dean Winchester when you need them?
Holy shit, I'm a werewolf?
Make sure you trim those hedges.
Dad, you're a werewolf too? Does Mom know?
Oh, no. You are not getting a backstory. But just make sure you know that with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, thanks, Uncle Ben. Why do women love werewolves?
You know, I don't know, but he got the woman he wanted and the one he was meant to be with. It was like he got his cake and got to eat it too.
You've had plenty of cake.
Is that a black joke?
Scotty the werewolf, the most popular kid in school, is finding out that no one likes him now that all this fame has gone to his head. For some weird reason, I feel like there's a lesson I should be learning.
Well, how about the lesson of the high school shopkeeper getting his dick stuck in the vacuum?
You know, I know that I don't want to know what lesson was learned there. Alright, finally, the big game between the Beavers and the Dragons, their arch rivals, in the regional championship game. Scotty shows up, but not as a werewolf, as Scotty.
Somehow, the team starts working together, they band together, and they start playing well and actually pull out a win. Even that fat kid from Pee-wee's Big Adventure starts shooting like Kobe.
Now, I gotta play, but I gotta be myself.
So wait, now you're not a showboating Canadian?
Yeah, look it up. So, any last thoughts about this film after seeing it that possibly you could say about what you just saw?
We'll say, as an 80s film, definitely a good popcorn flick. You know, get, your girlfriend, your friends, whatever, get some popcorn made, have some popcorn while you watch it. It's definitely not a movie where you watch for the logic of it. The logic is pretty much out the window on this movie. It's also, if you want to compare it to other great movies, like, Breakfast Club or, 16 Candles, along those lines, because you have the romantic thing going on. Probably not as good, but I definitely would say it's a good popcorn movie. Sit down, have fun, laugh. But for some reason, I don't know why this movie, by the end of it, made me want to pull my dick out. I don't...
Yeah, I mean, I say it has some good qualities. It's not a film that I'm going to be saying, oh, it's a cult classic that people should go and watch it right now because it's amazing. I'm probably going to fit it in, it's kind of a mid-range.
Yeah.
You know, it's Michael J. Fox. I mean, he is coming off of Back to the Future. This is, I mean, this director, I mean, he's fresh off the scene. I didn't really know him in any other movie or even know, or he's probably done some other movies.
Right.
I probably should have IMDb'd it. But,
right.
But really, I mean, did I really care? No. I mean, you know, Teen Wolf, this was, I think it's a good placement in the 80s that shows, like, you know, this is an 80s film, you know? I mean, it's not as cool as Back to the Future, but it's a nice step for Michael J. Fox into whatever, you know, his next roles and stuff like that. So I think it's a decent film that has its abilities, and, like, I mean, didn't they remake this film into a TV series?
Yeah, they made it an MTV TV series and kind of made it more updated, and, you know, it's bloody and gory.
So,
and...
I mean, the story is there. You have potential.
Yep.
I just don't think that these people push the potential.
Right, when you got, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you've got to tell this story, and you've got to make it quick.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's like I said, it's not like it's the worst film we've ever seen.
Lord, no.
We've seen some pretty bad ones. So, I mean, I'm not going to just totally throw this off and say, no, it's the worst movie I've ever seen, but it's watchable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun, it's humorous. You know, don't watch this Forrest story because there is none. They do not tell it.
No, not really. They have potential, but they don't.
No.
All right, thank you guys for watching. We will be back in about 2 weeks with our next pick, Conan the Destroyer. We have been sticking with the 80s theme and movies off of Netflix, so that way anybody that has a Netflix account can watch it. Make sure that you do leave comments below, any questions. Make sure, you know, if you got a movie you want us to review, put it down there. Also, you can email either one of us about suggestions, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.